I just watched a 22-minute YouTube video in under 3 minutes. I didn't skim it. I didn't speed it up to 2x. I didn't read the transcript. I had Claude watch it for me, and what came back wasn't just a summary. It was the full hook breakdown, the exact timestamps where the creator changed pace, screenshots of every key visual, the bullet point notes I would have taken if I sat there with a notebook, and a list of every claim the creator made that I could fact check or steal for my own content. This is not the same thing as throwing a YouTube link into ChatGPT and asking for a summary. That gives you the transcript, and the transcript is maybe 40% of the actual video. The visuals, the screen recordings, the on-screen text, the captions inside the video, the B-roll, the way someone demos a product, none of that is in the transcript. And if you make content, run ads, or do competitor research, the visuals are usually the most important part. That is exactly the gap this skill closes. The best part is I built this skill for you, and you can download it for free right below this video. There's one file, you drag it into Claude, and you are done. No install scripts, no terminal commands, no configuration. I'm going to show you exactly how it works, exactly how to install it in literally 2 steps, and exactly how to use it on a real YouTube video before this video is over. I'm Tamara. I build software and run multiple SaaS businesses, and I use Claude every single day. This is one of those workflows that genuinely changed how I work, so let's get into it. Before I show you the install, let me show you the result first, because if you don't see the output, you won't understand why this matters. I dropped a YouTube link into Claude and asked it to analyze the video using my watch skill. What Claude did in the background is download the video, extract the audio, transcribe it, then sample frames across the entire video at key intervals. Not random screenshots, frames at scene changes, frames at the start of new sections, frames where the speaker is showing something on screen. Then Claude analyzed those frames the same way it analyzes any image you upload. It read the on-screen text and noticed the UI of the software being demoed. It saw the thumbnails on screen, the captions, the title cards, the lower thirds, everything. Combined with the transcript, that gives Claude a complete picture of what the video actually contains, not just what the words say. The output I got back was structured. First, the hook breakdown, the first 30 seconds of the video broken down line by line with notes on what visual was on screen at each moment. That alone is gold if you are studying how successful creators open their videos. Then the chapter level summary with timestamps. Then a list of every tool, product, or website mentioned with screenshots of when they appeared on screen. Then an analysis of the pacing, where the energy went up, where it dipped, where the CTA happened. And finally, a list of reusable hooks and angles I could adapt for my own content. That entire thing took less than 3 minutes. The original video was 22 minutes. So I just saved 19 minutes of my time and got better notes than I would have taken manually, because I never would have caught all the on-screen detail in one watch through. Now let me explain why this is such a big deal and why transcript only summaries fall short. The transcript captures the words, but think about how much of a modern YouTube video happens without words. The creator pulls up a dashboard and zooms in on a metric. That is a visual claim, not a verbal one. The video shows a before and after of a website's traffic graph. That graph never gets read aloud. There's a captioned overlay on screen that says something the creator never said. There's a competitor's tool being demoed in the corner of the screen with no narration. If you have ever watched a YouTube video and thought, wait, what tool was that in the corner? Or what was that exact phrase on the screen? At the 4-minute mark, you already know transcripts are not enough. The visuals matter. And up until now, the only way to extract that information was to literally sit there and watch. This becomes a real problem when you are doing serious competitor research. Let's say you run ads and you want to study a competitor's UGC ad. The hook is in their face for the first 3 seconds, then they cut to a product shot, then they show a phone screen with social proof. The transcript will only show you what they said. It will not tell you the product was shown at 0.04 seconds, the social proof was at 0.09 seconds, and the CTA card flashed at 0.13. That timing is the entire ad. If you don't see the visuals, you cannot reverse engineer the structure. Same thing for content creators studying other creators, the thumbnail style, the B-roll choices, the on-screen text formatting, the chapter cards, all of that is craft. You cannot learn it from a transcript. You learn it by watching and taking notes. Or now you have Claude watch and take notes for you using the skill I'm giving you. Real quick, I want to pause and say something useful, because I know if you are watching this video, you have some type of website. You want your website to start getting traffic. The normal way to start getting traffic is backlinks plus content. Backlinkmanagement.io gives you automated backlinks on autopilot, and they have a huge marketplace of over 40,000 websites with high traffic that you can get backlinks from. Go check out backlinkmanagement.io today. It is only $1 to get started. I'll mention them again later, but right now let's get to the install. Okay, so the install is the part I want you to pay attention to, because it is genuinely 2 steps and most people are going to overthink it. The download link for the skill is in the description below. Click it and you will get a single file. The file ends in .skill. That is it. One file. Do not open it. Do not unzip it. Just download it and keep it somewhere you can find it. Now, there are 2 ways to use this skill. depending on how you use Claude. The most common way is the regular Claude website, which is what most of you are on. So I'll show you that first. If you are a developer using Claude Code in your terminal, hang tight. I'll cover you right after. For everyone on the Claude website, here is the install. Step 1, go to claude.ai. Click your settings, go to capabilities, then go to skills. Step 2, drag the .skill file from your downloads folder straight into that page. That is the entire install. You will see the skill appear in your list, and Claude now knows how to use it. There is no configuration, no API key, no extra setup. The skill itself contains everything Claude needs. Once it is installed, using it is even simpler. Open a new chat with Claude, paste a YouTube URL, and say something like, watch this video and give me the hooks and key visuals. That is it. Claude will recognize the skill applies, kick off the workflow in the background, and within a few minutes, you will have the full structured breakdown I showed you at the top of this video. Now for the Claude Code people. If you use Claude Code in your terminal, the install is just as easy but slightly different. Drag the .skill file directly into the terminal window where Claude Code is running. The file path will paste automatically. To type install this skill and hit enter. Claude Code will unzip it to your skills folder and confirm it is ready. From that point on, you just use the /watch command followed by a YouTube URL, and the skill handles the rest. Both versions work the same way once installed. Let me actually run this live so you can see what happens. I'm going to pick a YouTube video, paste the URL into Claude, and ask for the full analysis. While Claude is working, you will see it download the video, then extract the frames, then start the analysis. The whole process happens in the background, and the only thing you do is wait a couple of minutes. Within a couple of minutes, I have my full analysis. Let me walk through what it gave me. At the top, a 1-paragraph summary of the entire video. Below that, the hook breakdown with the first 30 seconds described shot by shot, including the on-screen text. Then the chapter breakdown with timestamps that I can click to jump straight to that part of the video. Then a list of every product and tool mentioned with the timestamp of when it was mentioned and a screenshot if it appeared on screen. Then the part I actually used the most, list of reusable hooks. Claude pulls out every line that worked as an opening or a transition and gives me a list I can adapt for my own videos. If I am writing a script for one of my own products, I can scan that list, pick 3 or 4 hook structures that fit, and have a script outline in 5 minutes instead of an hour. Now let me show you the 5 workflows where this actually pays for itself in real work. The first one is competitor research. Pick 5 videos from creators in your niche, run them all through the skill, and ask Claude for a comparison. Which hook patterns are common? What are they all promoting at the end? Where do they place their CTA? What visuals do they all use? You will see patterns in 20 minutes that would take you a full day to spot manually. The second workflow is ad analysis. If you run paid ads, especially on Facebook or Instagram, you are constantly studying competitor creatives. Drop their ad video link into Claude and ask for the structural breakdown, the hook, the social proof placement, the CTA timing, the visual layout. This is the workflow that has saved me the most time. Instead of watching 30 competitor ads and trying to take notes, I run them through the skill and get a structured comparison in one shot. The third workflow is content ideation. If you are stuck on what to make next, find the top 10 videos in your niche from the last 90 days, run all of them through the skill, and ask what topics keep coming up that you have not covered. You get a real content gap analysis grounded in actual video content, not just keyword tools. The fourth workflow is bug debugging from screen recordings. This one is unexpected, but it is genuinely useful. If you build software and a user sends you a screen recording of a bug, you can hand that recording to Claude and ask it to describe what happened step by step. Claude will read the on-screen UI, watch the cursor movement, and tell you exactly what the user did before the bug appeared. This used to take me 10 minutes of scrubbing back and forth through Loom recordings. Now it takes 30 seconds. The fifth workflow is course and tutorial extraction. If you watch a long-form tutorial and you want the steps written out, just hand the URL to Claude and ask for the step-by-step. You get a written guide of the entire tutorial with timestamps back to the original so you can reference the moments where the visual really matters. This is incredible for technical tutorials where the code on screen is the point and you need to see it written out. Quick reminder, since we just covered a lot of practical use cases, I want to bring this back to something a lot of you are dealing with. I know if you're watching this video, you have some type of website, you want your website to start getting traffic. The normal way to start getting traffic is backlinks plus content. Backlinkmanagement.io gives you automated backlinks on autopilot, and they have a huge marketplace of over 40,000 websites with high traffic that you can get backlinks from. Go check out backlinkmanagement.io today. It is only $1 to get started. A few things to keep in mind as you start using this. The first is Claude does not have a YouTube account, so it will not work on private or unlisted videos that require login. It only works on public videos, which honestly covers almost everything you would want to analyze anyway. Second, longer videos take longer. A 30-minute video might take 5 or 6 minutes to process end to end, which is still way faster than watching it, but it is not instant. Third, the analysis is only as good as your prompt. If you just say analyze this video, you will get a generic summary. If you say analyze this for hook patterns, on-screen tools mentioned, and the placement of the CTA, you will get a much sharper output. Be specific about what you actually want. One more thing, the skill I built for you is a starting point. Once you have it installed and you are comfortable with it, you can ask Claude to give you the output in whatever format makes sense for your work. If you only do ad analysis, ask for ad breakdown format. If you only do tutorial extraction, ask for step-by-step. The skill is flexible, you just have to tell Claude what you want. This has genuinely changed how I consume YouTube. I do not watch videos passively anymore unless I'm watching for entertainment. If a video has information I want, I drop it into Claude and get the notes back in a few minutes. My research speed has gone up something like 10x. My competitor analysis is sharper because I am catching visual patterns I used to miss. And my own content is better because I am pulling hook ideas from a much wider pool of references than I ever could have manually. If you found this useful, the download link for the skill is in the description. It is completely free and the install is just dragging one file into Claude. Hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which workflow you are going to try first. I want to know whether it is competitor research, ad analysis, content ideation, debugging, or tutorial extraction. I read every comment and I will probably make follow-up videos based on what people are doing with this. If you do try this and you build something cool with it, send it to me. I love seeing what people do once they realize Claude can do this. The skill is free, the workflow is yours to keep, and I think this is one of the most underrated capabilities Claude has right now. Most people don't even know it can do this. Now you do. Go grab the skill in the description and use it. I'll see you in the next one.